So while all that's going down, Wyatt dresses up in his Superman costume and goes and jumps out the window, but his cape gets caught on the windowsill, so he's just like hanging outside, like swinging around all over the place. And then Mr. Triona, who's in his yard, looks up and he sees him and he calls the cops because he thinks Wyatt's on drugs. Totally epic.
I'm so shocked by this.
Really?
Yeah, not at all.
Yeah, that is totally classic orange juice machine.
Oh yeah, orange juice machine!
Good evening. I am Dr. Zabor.
We
know.
I wonder, would anyone be willing to give me a hand?
You need help with something?
No.
There's a movie coming on Channel 62.
That can't be right. Channel 62 hasn't played anything since, well, it's been like 6 years.
Hey Dan, get in here. You're not going to believe this. There's a movie coming on Channel 62.
We'll be right in. Pete and I are finishing our arts and crafts project.
Have we reached the point where it's socially appropriate to scream in agony when we see this logo?
It sounds like the Coronet theme song is dying.
Professor of Education, this is going to be boring.
That's the laziest 12th night characterization I've ever seen.
This is the story of a game. It's fun to play.
What's with the
We're
clowns
going
and
to show
puppets,
you
Coronet?
How to play
That's
the
your
game.
question? Really?
Nope. Nope. No. This is not happening.
We're all going to die, aren't we?
Ooh, that was fun, wasn't it? But that isn't the game we're going to play.
The game is called We're All Going to Die in the Void.
But to play this new game, I've got to make some magic. And the game is called...
And thus was born the Saw franchise.
What happened first? Now I'll make some magic. Hocus
Pocus?
pocus,
I win.
abracadabra.
Okay, this guy definitely needs to be on a list somewhere.
There is a picture of Jim.
This is the picture of my second
I'm
victim,
going to tell
Tim.
you
His
a
name is
story
Jim.
about
Oh, right.
And to play
Tim
the
was my
game,
first victim.
You have to listen very, very carefully to the story about Jim.
Oh, I
And
will listen very
remember-
carefully to Jim's story, pal.
Are you ready?
Hashtag
Huh?
believe Jim.
All right.
I want to put one of those pom-poms down his throat.
Joke's
Now,
on you. That's what
this-
he's into.
It's the story about what happens when
I
Jim's
feel
bedtime
like
comes.
this should come with content warnings so we can be emotionally prepared.
When his bedtime comes, Jim first takes off his clothes and then puts on his pajamas.
Now, where did he touch you on the doll?
Then, when his pajamas are on,
Please don't let the
says
clown
his
get me.
prayers and
Amen.
gets into bed.
So clearly the clown watches kids while they sleep.
And takes pictures.
After
This
he's
whole
in
film
bed,
is its own trial
Mother
witness.
comes and tucks him in, and then Jim goes.
He looks like a war captive.
Now then, can you remember all the things that happened in the story?
Oh, I remember.
Wow.
And I've got a happy ending we all
Here
planned
are the
out where
pictures
creepy
that tell
clown
what
dude
happened in
goes
the
to
story.
jail.
But they're all mixed up. And now we can play the game.
I call
The
this
game
my
is,
memory
can
wall.
you remember what happened first?
We walked out of the classroom,
Now,
then called the police.
Did this happen first? Or did this happen
Or did they
first?
all happen at the same time?
Or did this happen first?
That picture is not straight.
Or
Neither is the clown. Oh.
this happened first, didn't it? Remember, the first thing that happened in the story was Jim got undressed and put on his pajamas.
Was this short directed by
So,
Dan
we'll
Snyder?
hang that picture up here. Now,
Why is he a clown?
happened
Why is
next?
that necessary?
Remember,
Why is any of this necessary?
Jim said his prayers and got into bed next.
When Jim's bedtime comes,
we'll put that
I'm
picture
waiting for him.
there. Now, this happened last, of course. Mother tucked him in, and he went fast asleep.
Someone's gonna find the guy who was supposed to be the school's
we'll
public
put that
speaker
picture-
tied up in the janitor's closet.
There. Now, you see, if you will remember what happened first and what happened next, you can remember the whole story just the way it happened. See?
And my name is John Wayne Gacy.
But say, you can play the game What Happened First in many, many, many ways. Well, you can play it with a
Oh no,
comic strip.
not another Ziggy comic.
Like this. First you take the comic strip like that, you see. Then you take the scissors like this.
In the comic
and
strip,
you cut
I
the
made
comic
this
strip
video.
out.
Then the
Like
cops
this, see?
came.
Now you just take your time, cut it out like that, and then you cut it apart like this.
Now just scale
And
the
you cut
Linus
that
panels out of
then you
there and
cut
we're
this
good.
off here, like that. Now, put the scissors back where they belong.
Those are magic
and you
scissors.
look at the
I
story
think the
that
wall is
pictures
magnetic.
Tell,
No,
like this,
it's
see?
magic.
Then you mix the pictures all up like this. Then you try to remember what happened
How
first.
many wrong decisions did we make to
That's
get to
just
this point
another
in our
way to
lives?
play the game. Or you can play the game by telling about things that you did. Say, could you tell about a birthday party that you went to? Huh?
Please don't tell us about the
Maybe
things
like
you
this.
did.
Could you tell what happened first at the party?
I think this is a prequel to It.
Could you tell what happened next?
Pay no attention to the ceiling dildo.
Another way to play the game is to draw pictures.
If they draw the clown, the
Draw
drawing won't
pictures
show
that
up in
tell a story.
mirrors.
You can make them tell what happened first and what happened next.
It's been 71 years, so this clown is
Say,
dead, and he
I'm
can't
going
hurt
to
me.
show you
It's been
another way
71
we can
years,
play the
so
game.
this clown is dead, and he
Now,
can't
I'm
hurt
gonna
me.
tell you a
It's been
story.
71 years.
You listen, watch the pictures, and remember. You must remember what happened first, what happened next, and then, whoo, why, you can tell the story just the way it happened. Now,
We don't talk about the
this
children
is
who
another
don't
story
remember.
about Jim, so, whoo, now listen.
He still looks
One
like
day,
a
Jim was
POW,
playing with his
even in
airplane.
his day clothes.
A rubber band made it fly very, very high.
I'm going to
But
laugh so hard
the
if
rubber
that
band
plane
broke.
hits him in the back
It was
of the
his
head.
last rubber band. He would have to
Why
find a new
doesn't the
one.
dog just beeline to the
So
clown and
Jim
take him
told Abby
down?
to wait until he came back. Then he went to look for a new rubber band.
I would pay real money if the rest of the short was just this dog mauling the clown.
Oh, he's mauling me out of order.
First, Jim came to a barber shop.
Ah, yes, barber shops.
The barber
I also
asked
go
Jim,
there first when looking for
Why
rubber
don't
bands.
you play with your aeroplane?
And
Jim said,
why am I
"Oh,
not
the
on the
rubber
Andy
band is
Griffith
broken.
Show
Do
right
you have
now?
a rubber band? No.
I think I am
But
actually
he
dumber
gave Jim
after watching
a
this.
candy stick that looked just like a barber pole. Thank you. And off he went with the candy stick.
Unfortunately, a giant white van was found in the area with free candy painted on the side.
Then Jim saw a man painting a fence.
I think this must resemble hell.
The man said,
Hello,
"Is
I'm
your
Christopher Lloyd.
airplane broken,
Welcome
Jim?"
to my Tom Sawyer cosplay.
No, said Jim, but the rubber band is broken. Do you have a rubber band?
I'm perplexed by the point of this.
The man
If
said,
I've learned anything from my
"Yes,
friends who are
I
teachers,
have
she
one.
came to work hungover and
And
needed a film to
you
play to
may
the
have
kids.
Either way,
Jim said,
I feel my
"Ooh,
brain is
thank
melting
you."
watching this.
Then the man said, I will do something else for you.
I don't think that is
I
a
will
real
paint
house.
stripes on the wings of your airplane. Jim said, oh, thank you.
What educational point did this address again?
There was a serial killer clown on the loose in the city, and they were warning
Jim
the children.
said, now I have a candy stick like a barber pole. Now I have stripes on the wings of my airplane. Now I have a rubber band, and now I can fly my airplane again.
I just realized how long this story has been going.
You mean like 6 minutes?
Then Jim went
It's
to
only
the
been
park
6 minutes.
to play with his airplane and to eat his candy.
And was never seen again.
Now, Abby was still waiting for Jim.
Not a real park.
She wondered where Jim was. And she decided to look for
How was
Jim.
the dog not chasing that airplane?
How is she not murdering the clown?
Abby came to the barber shop. She sniffed.
Why would a barber have a rubber band?
Jim stopped
He could
here.
secretly
Abby
castrate boys in the back room.
Wow, that escalated quickly.
thought. Then Abby came to the painted fence. She sniffed the ground.
I think you're right. I think
Yes,
this
sir.
was made for people with
Jim
dementia.
was not far away, thought Abby.
Nobody suggested that.
They didn't?
And there was Jim.
Sitting here
Jim said,
on the
"Look,
paper mache
Abby,
bench.
I have a candy stick that looks like a barber pole." And he gave Abby a piece.
The vet bill for this dog
And
just
he
went
said,
nuclear.
"Oh, my airplane has stripes painted on the wing."
Oh,
He said, "And look, I have a new rubber band. Woo! Now we can play with my airplane again."
That's what she said.
Please get me out of here.
That's what she said.
And that is the end of the story. Now, let's play the game of what happened first. You tell the story to me. Remember what happened first?
Ready to recap what we just watched?
If only we had a narrator who cared about us.
Oh, thank goodness. I don't know if I've ever been so happy to see that awful crown.
Wait, that's it? They aren't going to recap? How do we know if we're right or not?
I think I'm right. The dog mauls the clown. The end. Fact.
But
Fact.
I don't know what's more disturbing, that clown or Dan's craft project.
the clown, definitely the clown.
And he just left this here? What are we supposed to do with it?
We could use it to make a movie about 4 young women who befriend a paramedic because they're all inextricably linked by some cosmic force, and some dude is trying to kill them.
You do realize that you just described the exact plot of Madame Web?
I know, but my version will actually be good.
Just put a curtain in front of my face. No one can see me.
Yeah, when the clown one was shown, like, kids are like, yay, movie day, and they roll out this projector, you know, and like they're like running it, and the teacher's like in the back smoking, you know. Like,
right. That is it. And they're like, oh, cool, movie day. And then that rolls, and they're traumatized for life. Like, everybody's sitting quietly on the playground. Like, you know what I mean? Like, oh, yeah. It's like, oh, clowns are gone.
That's even more sexless than a Toyota Corolla right there.
Oh, lovely. More clowns.
I don't
Yeah.
know.
Nope.
There's
Done.
a crown.
No, we're good. I don't do clowns.
I sent that to Becky, and she wrote back and went, nope. No, 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 no.
Honk my nose! I dare you. I like to fill my piñatas with Funyuns and fire ants. Laughter only fuels my anger. First to laugh is a kidnap victim.
Remember what happened first?